So I think this was really a great example of what you can do with the polyphonic mode on the minilogue XD. So here again I used the step sequencer and I just entered 2 chords, one on the first beat and one on the 9th beat. So it's just kind of like a very simple pattern. But what's kind of interesting, I added the release so that the chord would fade out, and at the same time I would be able to add some motion by adding the LFO to the cutoff, so you would get all these little variations in the tail. And then again I was using the motion record mode. I think that's super fun to get some interesting variations to the patch and also to make the sound come alive. And the basis of this sound in the first place was the user mode. This is the 3rd oscillator in the synthesizer, and I think it's one of the coolest ideas that Korg decided to release the SDK, so anybody who's able to program is able to generate their own oscillators this way. So at the moment it's a wavetable oscillator, and you can hear also with a motion record, I sweep through the table and you can hear how the timbre is changing. And then what's interesting, I added the 1st and the 2nd oscillator, and I added them quite in a lower octave, but through the shape I was also able to, I used a saw wave, and then through the shape I was able to use a bit of pulse width modulation to clean up the low end so there would not be so much of a clash in the low register, and just makes the sound more full in a way. And then in the end, what I really liked is also using the cross modulation. I would add the sync mode and then cross modulation, and then it would start to get this kind of fast LFO, almost entering into like an FM territory, but again giving the sound a great shimmer, and adding the modulation effect and a bit of reverb on it is again to just add a bit of space. I think it's a great example what you can do with, you know, such a small form factor, but has so much depth to it.